It's Saturday, and you know what that means. It's time once again for Saturday Morning Summons. We are here on Dustin100's account. We are going to get it started. We have no new games to talk about on mobile, but we do have some new games. I mean, unless we talked about everything already, and it just takes forever for them to actually get released. We do have things to talk about on PC, on Steam, but nothing exciting on mobile. Summoner's War Chronicles just came out. It's already old news, I feel. Right, we did the video a couple days ago on, I don't know when that's actually going to get posted, but we did a video on Summoner's War Chronicles. I hope, unless I don't upload the video, in which case, you guys are like, what video on Summoner's War? Well, we did a Malacca video too on Summoner's War Chronicles. Anyway, yeah, that was kind of one of the most exciting things from the list of upcoming Google Play games, and it's out, and it was, I mean, what I meant to say was, well, for those of you that have played it or seen it, you already know. I don't have to tell you. But yeah, that was one of the more exciting things. There's still the Warcraft game, which there's Warcraft, there's Harry Potter. Harry Potter has been out for like 2 years in China, though. Oh, why can't they make new games? Why? Really, why can't they make new games? Oh my God. Here's a new game that's 2 years old. Like, I really kind of want new games that are not 2 years old. Thank you very much. But yeah, that's my fault for playing mobile games. Actually, that's your fault, because you guys made me play mobile games. 8 years ago, I used to do things on, like, Hearthstone. And, I mean, they're terrible. Don't get me wrong. They were absolutely terrible. But little funny parody comedy kind of things. Man, I would have gotten canceled so much faster. So much faster if I continued that. But because you can't make jokes anymore nowadays because they're offensive to everyone. So, what was I saying? I mean, they were also just terrible videos. Don't get me wrong. They were terrible videos. I had no idea what I was saying. Oh, yeah. We used to play PC games back then. We used to do videos on things that were not just Summoner's War and mobile games and Summoner's War. So, I'm always curious, like, what would have happened? Would there have been any success of this channel at all, or would it have just been a massive failure? Yeah, you always wonder about, like, the life choices. Now I'm gonna make you guys reflect on your life choices. Like, what if you took different life choices? What if you did different things with your life? What would have happened? What if you were an asparagus farmer in northern Idaho? I don't know where asparagus farmers come from. Now I'm kind of curious where asparagus farmers come from. All right, anyway, we have new games. As we summon a whole bunch of 3 stars for the 8th year in a row, we have some new games coming out for PC on Steam. New games. What's the first new game? Atari 50, the anniversary celebration. Have you guys ever wanted to play 50-year-old games? I complain about 2-year-old games coming out for mobile, and the first thing we talk about is a 50-year-old game. Well, it's not 50. It's not one game 50 years old. It's 50th anniversary celebration game bundle from Atari. Which includes some of the really, really, really old games. And also some not so old games. If you guys want to take a look, I'm going to show you anyway. Yeah, Atari stuff. I don't remember what that one was. Yep, Atari, more Atari. More. I don't remember this game. I don't even know what that is. Someone in the comments going to have to tell me what exactly that game was. But... what is the next one? But yeah, just not more than 90 playable games. Anniversary celebration takes players on an interactive journey through 50 years of video games via interviews with designers, developers, industry leaders, documentary footage. That's kind of interesting, actually. It's not just old games. Because I was like, we've seen this before we've literally seen like little plastic consoles that had like all the Atari games bundled in to the little plastic console that like 20th anniversary, 30th anniversary, whatever bundles where they have little things. But this was actually like a documentary series. They did something similar with the there was a Ninja Turtles thing on Steam, right? Where you could play all the old Ninja Turtles. I gotta pick that up. I really gotta pick that up. That's gonna be my Christmas gift to myself. I think it's cheap. But I don't really deserve very much, do I? So, yeah. There's like old Ninja Turtles, like, marketing materials and things like that in there. And, oh, here we go. Very nice. Wind Weapon Master, game-changing unit. I don't know what they're hoping for from these summons, but that is already a win. I feel like he's going to be weird in the balance patch, though, in the upcoming balance patch. If they nerf him, like, people think he should be nerfed. If they nerf him, it's going to be not really a usable unit, I think. Because they already nerfed him. Could you imagine if he, excuse me, could you imagine if he was still the same as, like, and they didn't nerf him already? And he was still just as much damage as he was before? We're off to a great start. Okay. That's good. This way you could reset the skills on Dominic and then... Just kidding. Just kidding. Reset the skills on Dominic. Unit that is good because of his passive. What else do we have after Atari? But yeah, that Ninja Turtles game, man. I gotta put that stuff on my wish list. Where did I put it? I resorted like all the links I had. Not giant cats, not the Lynx animals where it's like meow, like not those. I was like, no one thought you were talking about giant cats. We assumed you were talking about HTML links or whatever. I don't know where I put, because I put games that I wanted to add to my wish list or whatever. Add to my buy later when I finally have time to actually play games list. What is this next one? This looks like More Ore, the idle incremental game of your dreams. If you dream about ores, do whatever it takes to mine more ore while conquering the world in your spare time. Oh god, what are PC developers doing with their lives? Alright, let's see it. Yeah, it's at least Among Us little cameo, whatever. What in the what? Interesting, okay. Let's go stick this stuff in store. We don't need to stick it in that storage. We'll stick it in this storage. There we go. 2 Nat 5s though, so far. Off to a good start. Right? Next one. Haitane? The amnesiac protagonist. Haitane RPG. The amnesiac protagonist awakens in the world of Dehania, a land where nature is supported by the power of mysterious orbs. Not all is well, however, and a demonic invasion threatens the balance, and the orb's power is fading away. This looks like something that's made from like a RPG Maker thing, right? I think so. We should do a community RPG Maker game. Just to try to make the worst RPG Maker ever possible. Doesn't it look like that? Or is there actually... Hey, that's a good unit, though. That Water Succubus. Underrated unit. I don't know which ones are RPG. It looks like an RPG Maker game. Oh my god, why are there so many bad games? This is a roleplay. Okay. Lovelorn Sanatorium 1. Sanatorium 1? Okay. This is a role-playing game. The game adopts the expression of dynamic comics. You can play the game by dragging, similar to the comics. Okay? That's the definition. That's the description for the game. Role-playing game. Game adopts the expression of dynamic comics. You play the game by dragging, similar to the comics. The actual pictures... I'm sorry for yelling into that. I'm just very excited. Maybe not excited. I'm very... The actual pictures of the game... What? This is not a role play. I mean, like, it's a role playing game. What? Come on, man. Don't call this a role playing game. People are like, I want a game similar to Final Fantasy. It's like, well, this is... I'm gonna stop looking at these games. Really, I'm gonna stop. Because, what is this? This is... Oh, God. I don't even know. I don't even know. All right, what is this next one? Tactics Ogre Reborn. Oh, thank God it's an actual game. Oh my God. I don't know what I was gonna do if there wasn't another like an actual game coming next. This looks good though. This looks good. You guys might like this. Okay. Tactics Ogre, crown jewel of the tactical role-playing genre, is reborn. Based on the 2010 release, the game features improved graphics and sound as well as updated game design, bringing to life a new Tactics Ogre that remains true to its roots. Thank God it's an actual game. Oh, dear Lord. All right, let's see it. Looks so much like Final Fantasy Tactics. I mean, the Tactics games do kind of look very similar, but man, it looks so much like Final Fantasy Tactics. Which one came out first, actually? Well, Final Fantasy Tactics would have came out first. If it says 2010 release. But no, that's, other ones in this series came out before that. That's the real question. I guess the art style just looked that way for quite a while. So it's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Oh, it's Square Enix anyway. I guess they can copy themselves. Man, Square's really copying Square nowadays. Or 10 years ago or whatever. Yeah. I didn't realize it was Square, actually. I'm dumb. I'm a dumb person. I know. Valkyrie Elysium. This also looks like a game. We're on a roll. Looks like a game. Long ago, Ragnarok, the end times, loomed upon the realms. The All-Father Odin, with the last of his strength, created an emissary of redemption, Valkyrie, her sole task being the salvation of a doomed world. Looks like a game that is a game. Wonderful. Oh, hold on. We got some lightning. Okay. Elemental weakness. Look, it's a game. That's a game. Oh, wait, the character kind of looks wonky. Something's not right. I don't know. What's wonky about this? Something's kind of wonky. Something looks odd. Square Enix also. Why does it look wonky? Oh, what do we get? Fire Amazon, Awaken Fire Amazon. Those should be 2-aid. So, Sleep Team. What the fuck is this? Bulancy. Bulancy is an action, multiplayer, and easy-to-play party game where you take pillow fights with your frenemies to the next level. Make your sleepless nights memorable by being fluffy and deadly. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see it. What is this? This is not... I don't get this. Oh, we got a black tea bunny. This is the first bunny we've ever summoned. Man, I want a black tea bunny on my account. I don't care about the rest of them. I don't care about this. The espresso cookies are kind of fun, but looking. They're funny looking. This is not even what I was expecting when they said Balancy. Actually, I don't know what I was expecting when they said Balancy. But when they said pillow fights with your friends, I was thinking not this. I don't know what exactly this... I guess it's a... Whatever. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. Look at this. It's like a... They're in little gnome houses and stuff. So there's 4 of them here, if you can't see. A little bit hidden. But it's basically... It's like a Super Bomberman. But you're pillows with guns instead. Balancy. So weird. This is what happens when you do drugs and make video games. I probably should. Someone's gonna be offended by that. Like, listen. The first Doom was originally created when they did lots of crazy stuff and then made video games. Yeah, I would not. I feel like half the games are just that. Oh, God. All right, what is this next one? The Oregon Trail. Wait, what? Oregon Trail is back in a beautiful blend of charming pixel art characters, 3D environments, and cutting-edge lighting and visual effects. This is kind of interesting. I feel like I shouldn't be the one thinking this is interesting, but it's kind of interesting, actually. Let's see it. I was kind of waiting for the summons to be done, but yeah, let's see. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Oh, we got a lich. Okay, let's see Oregon Trail. Hannah has dysentery. That's kind of cool. I genuinely feel like this will be popular on Steam. I mean, not on Steam. Whatever. Twitch. I feel like this will actually be popular on Twitch. I might play it. No, I'm not going to play it. I was going to say I might play it. Oh, it's Gameloft. Oh, I'm not going to play it then. Wow. Gameloft. They might actually have something on their hands. I'm surprised to see Gameloft over there. I really am. Gameloft, Gameloft, Dungeon Honor Champions, right? You guys know Gameloft? Disney Dreamlight Valley. That's been getting some attention though. Man. Like they've been making some big fails. So I am so like Heroes of the Dark came out. It was basically terrible. Lego Legacy, which they had such potential, right, to make a great game, and then they squandered it. Like visually great. The character development for that game, like it feels like you're actually playing with Legos. Like it feels genuinely like a Lego game. You feel that personality from the different characters in the game. But then like you get to the gameplay and it's like, nah, no gameplay. Yeah, like the gameplay is genuinely, it's really expensive to try to do anything in that game. You can be free to play, but you'll get things in, it's a shard collector, right? And it's basically dead though. Lego Legacy. Like pretty dead. I did videos on that for the first, for those of you that don't know, I did videos on that for the first few months that it was around. And it was didn't do well. But yeah, I mean, it basically had no gameplay, and it was super expensive to try to do anything. And people figured out fairly quickly that was the case. And they also didn't want to promote it. They didn't want to spend money advertising it. So it was just one terrible idea on top of another terrible idea. But that's what these mobile game developers are good at. Terrible ideas on top of terrible ideas. So I think actually Oregon Trail is going to be, I mean, Disney Dreamlight Valley has been doing well. I gotta give them credit when they do something right. I don't play the game. I'm not interested in Disney. Disney is not a hero collector. Disney character world builders or whatever. It's not like a city builder. It's like you basically don't do anything in the game. Well, I guess Gameloft is good at not doing anything in games. But here's the thing. There's different offices of Gameloft. It's not just like one office, one development team. It's different development teams in different offices in different parts of the world. So while one company or one part of the company works on one thing, another part of the company works on another thing. So it's not just like one development studio. It's a group of multiple development studios. So maybe one of the good studios worked on Dreamlight Valley, whereas one of the bad studios worked on like Heroes of the Dark, because that one was basically nothing burger. I mean, Lego Legacy looked good. It looked good, like I said, looked good. Character feel, because I feel like Legos need to have a certain feel where you're like, oh, this got some charm and some like some charm. Maybe the only word I'm looking for is charm, but it had some character. The characters had some character, guys. But this is Dreamlight Valley is overwhelmingly positive, but it's basically just, does this not have microtransactions? Oh, you actually buy the game. Maybe it's just a game. Maybe there's no microtransactions, and that's why it was like Gameloft actually released the game with no microtransactions, because you buy it from the get-go. I don't know. I didn't play it. But it seemed like just another, because it's not really a game. It's like just a virtual, not a virtual world. It's just like a Disney world where, I'm just going to show you the game. right? Let's just do that. Disney Dreamlight Valley. Look, it's a world. It's a virtual world, but it's not a virtual world because you don't use virtual glasses. It's just a world where you do Disney things and you like decorate with like Disney stuff. Look, there you go. And it's not really like a game. It's just a hang out with Disney things in Disneyland. But not Disneyland. It's not Disneyland. It's just a land that is Disney themed, but not Disneyland. Oh God, when am I going to get good at words? But yeah, Oregon Trail looks like it could actually be something. Could be something. It's kind of coincidental or ironic or whatever that Lego Legacy, one of the things that was going against it was not having any gameplay. But Dreamlight Valley doesn't have gameplay, and that's good for Dreamlight Valley, but bad for Lego. Well, Lego also didn't have any Lego building, so I guess that would be another thing. Like, there's no Lego building involved. It was a turn-based RPG. So, no. Not like as good as much as they crap on Summoner's War, not even close to being as good as Summoner's War. So, Summoner's War is still light years beyond that, because it's actually a game where you have gameplay. As much as you just farm half the time, 90% of the time, 150% of the time, it still has gameplay. Which is one of the things, it's crazy, but it's one of the things Summoner's War did right? We who are about to die. Do we see everything else? Oh yeah, but the Oregon Trail. Interesting. I'm kind of curious to see how it turns out at the end. We who are about to die, fight and strategize your way through spectacles and arenas. Rise from lowly slave to grand champion and earn your freedom. Or die trying. This Gladiator RPG roguelite features in-depth career management and unique physics-simulated combat system. To those who are about to die, I salute you. Let's take... Oh my goodness. Let's take a look. It is a slavery management simulator? Hold on. Slavery management battle simulator? Okay, let's look. I mean, it kind of is though, right? It doesn't look bad. Really? In terms of like you have a clear defined like path of like why you're doing it, what you're trying to do, like what the end goal is. Like you feel like emotionally compelled, right? It's Gladiator. It's like the Gladiator movie, but I should have just said that. It's like the Gladiator movie, but a video game. And probably better than... I'm sure there was a Gladiator game that came out at some point, and it's probably better than that. Monuments Flipper. Ooh. I've seen it all. Okay, become a monument renovator. Monuments Flipper is a game where you play the role of professional monument renovator. You choose from among the world's greatest monuments, restore them to their former glory, and learn about the history and architecture. It's an educational game. Here we go. Clean up old crap. Wait a second. Some of these aren't even monuments. What even is this? I guess so. Whatever. Oh, here's some more screenshots. Yeah. Odd game ideas. At least it's creative. I can't say it's not creative. Right? What is this one? McPixel 3. Oh man, that reminds me of MC Kids. Said nobody. You guys don't know what that is. It's a McDonald's game for Nintendo. For original NES. It was called MC Kids, right? I don't know who I'm asking. Oh, I'm so old. McPixel 3 is a mind-blowing save-the-day adventure that sees the titular wannabe hero avert one disaster after another at every turn using unconventional yet entertaining methods of mayhem. What is this? McPixel 3. The graphics are cutting edge. Jeez. This is like calculator graphics. It runs on a calculator. I was going to say it runs on a T-Series calculator. I'm like, that ain't it. T-Series calculator? What was I thinking? 9 Years of Shadows. The story of everyone that's played Summoner's War and not left the house. Oh, hold on. It's frozen. Why is it frozen? We're back. Things aren't frozen anymore, so let's continue our... What do we even get so far? Not really anything. No, we got to 2 Nat 5s. Fight to bring beautiful colors back to a handcrafted world of darkness. Now I can't read. Discover the story of Europa, a young warrior and her ghostly childhood companion, Apino. I don't know why I can't seem to read that. Here we go. It's Castlevania. It kind of looks like Castlevania. Oh, it really kind of looks like Castlevania. It's Castlevania. I'm surprised. I'm surprised it didn't say Metroidvania game in here. Looks cool, I guess. There's a dude with a saxophone in one of the things, so that's interesting. What is this? Beat Hazard 3. Let's continue doing summons because that's kind of what we're here for, right? Guy's like, no, not really. Beat Hazard 3. Are you ready to explore your music collection mapped as a stunning galaxy of wonders? Experience your music collection as never before with this intense music-driven twin-stick shooter. Each of your songs will have its own unique ebb and flow based on the music. That's crazy. It's kind of interesting, though. It looks good. This is going to be dynamically generated stuff based... Well, I mean, it seems like there's 2 other games before it, so it's got to be dynamically generated worlds based on music. Battles based on music. Interesting. I mean, we could just take a look at the other ones that came before it. Beat Hazard and Beat Hazard 1 and 2. Beat Hazard 2. Martial Arts Brutality Premium. What? This... Let's take a look at Beat Hazard 2. Yeah, it's basically the same as the one we just saw for the most part. Okay. Well, if you guys want to see that, Beat Hazard 3, then you just take a look at Beat Hazard 2. Flat Eye. Flat Eye is a resource management sim with an emphasis on story and narrative choices. Resource management sim with an emphasis on story and narrative choices. Oversee the world's leading technological hub while you explore stories linked to discoverable technology and interact with your most loyal customers. Flat Eye. We're watching. Just get a job. Just get a management job. What are you playing this game for? You get paid if you go to work and do the same exact thing. I don't get these video games where it's just like, yeah, it's basically like a job. It's you have a job and you work there. People play games for like the craziest reasons now. It's like, it's a job simulator. That's work. Just work. Work at the job. That's just work there. And you get paid. It's so crazy. It's a crazy concept. Oh my god. Or like games where it's like, this game is impossible. You will hate your life for the entire time that you're playing. And like, oh, that seems good. Like, why? Why does that seem good? Why is it a game that makes you miserable for like weeks on end? Why is that somehow... Oh, jeez. I don't know. I don't know why that's supposed to be good. Okay, let's go see the job simulator. Which is basically what it is. Job simulator. I don't know, guys. I don't know anymore. Hold on. Lightning. Let's see. Oh, yang. Yeah. Doesn't really look very job simulator-y, though. Looks like a indie low poly something something something. You know, the descriptions get better throughout the video. Yeah, it's a low poly something something something. Oh, okay. Learned so much. Let's stick this in storage. See if we get anything good from these. We'll keep that. I don't know why he would want that. We'll keep it anyway, I guess. Excuse me. Oh, we gotta get these Because it's LD time, right? Oh, we didn't zap. Garuda. I think he said he wanted some LDs. Let's see what he's missing. I think he's missing 3 stars. Ooh, he's missing Light Living Army. He's missing Light Cat. He's missing Light Beast Hunter, Light Shark. Apparently the sharks are not supposed to get 2 aid, but I hope that that's wrong. Missing Mantora. He's missing Maggie. No, he is not missing. He's missing Jolton. He's missing Varus. He's missing Mara. Those are supposed to get 2 aid. He's missing Taoist. Dark Taoist. What is his name? Woundhack. All right. Let's zap some of these so that we actually get some good stuff. Maybe he was missing one of the other ones that we already summoned for him as well. He's missing some 3 stars. Let's go. Let's do it. Light Griffin. Light Charger Shark. That is new. All right. Light Moment. What is he? Wishlist is LD, Jolton, and Xiaoling. Any usable LD Nat Force. Whip! Hellhound. Okay. Oh, here we go. More lightning. More lightning. Whip! So that's fun. Technically, we're getting lightning. What else? Nat 5s, nothing in particular. I was hoping for any of the Nat 5s they don't have yet. I got no Oracle, Dragon Knight, Occult Girl, Unicorn, etc. Let's see if he's missing. Oh, hold on. Which one is this? Oh, nice. Light Sulfate. Okay, at least that's usable. At least that's usable. Let's jiggle some of these. Again. Oh, let's zap. I forgot to zap. Stupid. I know you're sitting there like, yep, I agree. I agree, you're stupid. Harpoo? Come on. Let's get something. I mean, technically, we're getting a lot. Oh, Dark Griffin. Okay. Technically, we're getting a lot. And Light Martial Cat. Let's see if we get a Jolton. Did we already get it? No, we got a Light 1. Okay, we got lightning. Please, a good, at least good lightning. That is not a Hall of Heroes. Please, good non-Hall of Heroes lightning. Oh my god, why? Please. Okay, we stick these in storage. Let's see if he had a Ganymede or Dominic before. Oh, he had a what? You would. Second Dominic is not bad. Doesn't look like. Oh, he did have a Ganymede, and it's not skilled up either. All right, let's feed it. I guess. He did say. He said use better judgment, right? Dupes, feed them for blessing. Use your wise judgment when deciding. We'll keep the dupe Dominic. Though. Not that we really need for LDs, but no, I know what it is. Wait, actually I don't know what it is. Hold on. Let's see the info. A palm tree that's commonly seen in the tropical region. Unfortunately, it's not bearing any fruit at the moment. Oh, just like the summon portal. Wow, what a coincidence. Do these. 24 left. We need at least the Jolton. We also need at least more lightning. And a new unit, please. New unit. Good new unit. Which one is this? Okay, it's at least not a Hall of Heroes. It's a new unit, I would assume. For him, maybe. He was still missing 3 stars, so it's most likely he's missing that as well. I'm gonna zap everything here. Jeez. I mean, he took the Megans out for me to jiggle, so. The Mystic Witches for me to jiggle. Please. 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 Oh, okay. Oh, we must have got this from a dungeon. Very nice. Let's do these legendaries then. Boomerang Warrior. What else? Oh, he said no need to summon the elemental scrolls and summoning stones. Well, we summoned them anyway. I didn't realize that we weren't supposed to be summoning them. Uh-oh. He's like, I hate you. Now that one seems like a little bit of lag, right? New over dupe. Always new over dupe. Very nice. I don't think there's really a reason for dupe Jameer. Well, I mean, you could. I thought it was in Nat 5 at first. Oh, jeez. New units pop out. I'm like, Nat 5. Nope. Oh, there we go. Varad is pissed off. He's like, how dare you say there's no reason for a dupe dragon. We should check if Varad is. We do still have a transcendence. And also he can always feed them at a later date. But we should check if Varad is a new or dupe. Shall we? We shall. Let's do it. And then proceed to not. Oh, he doesn't have. Okay. Nice. What is this? Freya. Freya would be fun. Should we use Freya? We should use Freya. We should use Freya. I think we can make it work. I think we can make Freya work. I have an idea. I have an idea. It's gonna be a terrible idea, but it's gonna be. I always have these ideas, and then they wind up not being. Not panning out. Let's go. Let's go crazy stuff. Nope. Chloe's actually a pretty decent unit. In today's meta. She actually does make sense in some areas. She's got the speed lead too. They just want to give him dragons today. I think we're going to feed that second Varad, right? Let's just do it. Second Varad. We don't need a second Varad. What am I doing? Or maybe we do need a second Varad. But we're gonna feed. 3 more legendaries. At least we did get him some. Oh, hold on. At least we did get him some new stuff. Both of these are new! He said, nothing in particular, but I was hoping for any of the Nat 5s I don't have yet. I got no Oracle, Dragon Knight, Occult Girl. Hey, we got Occult Girl. And Unicorn. So, he said this by name. We're going to choose this because he said this by name. Otherwise, I would be like, oh, let's go take a look at the thing with the stuff. You know, because I can't really say what exactly we're taking a look at any given time. Jiggle some more. I think you'll be fairly okay with the summons. It's not anything crazy. It's not like we summoned him double LD5s or anything, but you know, at least we got some things that he was missing. Some useful things he was missing. Which one? Oh, we got a mauling. All right. I mean, it could have been an LD, right? So that's there's always that chance with the all tributes. It could be an LD. What else were you supposed to look at? We're supposed to look at. Oh, we're supposed to look at the new games coming out. Right. We had 2 more. Somerville. What is this? In the wake of a catastrophe, you must find the means to make your family whole again. Somerville is a sci-fi adventure grounded in the intimate repercussions of large-scale conflict. Looks good, though, actually. Which one? Well, the 4-star version of this would have been a Hall of Heroes anyway. So, this is the Somerville game. Looks good, right? It's a stylized game. And then what is this? You're not permitted to look at this game. What? The developers described the content like this. Oh, we already took a look at this. Pentiment. It's the Renaissance one. Alright. Transcendence and Cookie Run Kingdoms. Should we do the cookie runs first? I feel like we should do the cookie runs first. Did they already have a Molong? Should we feed a dupe Molong if it's a dupe? First we have to see if it's a dupe. I don't see. This looks like it is new. Alright. Put these in here. Do some jiggles for whatever reason, because these are... Oh, because, yeah. We could get some LDs out of this. Possibly. Maybe, if we're lucky. If we're good little boys and girls. Oh, which one is this? Oh, it's a water one. You know, it's still good. Still good. Still nice. Another. So this is another one that's a pretty solid unit. In certain situations. Not that she works everywhere, just in certain situations. We got 2.5 5s from that, though. That's pretty solid. Okay, and this is just a 4-star. It's a 4-star, but still not bad. We don't need to do the Ifrit. He didn't say anything about the Ifrit. Last one. Okay, she could be decent for Guild Siege. Actually, she could be decent for other stuff. I've used her in RTA. Actually, Thompson's used her in RTA too. She can work in some instances. She could actually work pretty decently as a support unit. I don't know that we should necessarily be looking at all that stuff, but yeah, there we go. What do we get all day? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we got 2 more. We got Ganymede, and we got a second Varad. So we got 10. It's not that bad, and some of those were actually new. So there we go. That's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a lovely week, a lovely weekend, whatever. I will see you as always in the next one.